Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle, back at it again. Happy Wednesday, you guys, if you're listening on a Wednesday, of course.
Yes. Do most people listen on Wednesdays, do you think?
I feel as if yes, or maybe Thursday mornings.
Do you typically listen to podcasts the day that they come out?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
because
me
I feel
too.
like we've talked about this. We know like Sunday, Mondays are big days.
Huge day.
Ginormous.
I actually look forward to those days because of it. Like, I know.
But then it's like, I don't know about you guys, but then I'm all out for the
You're
week.
fresh out.
I'm
so
fresh
hopefully
out.
we give them a boost again on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's like a little
refresh
booster.
in the sub box, if you will. Well, if you were watching on YouTube, hi everybody. We're so happy to have you. It's been so fun seeing everybody sharing us, I guess, on YouTube
I love
and stuff,
it.
right?
I think we finally got the video down too.
Yes!
I don't want to jinx anything.
I know, knock on the wall.
Knock on the wall. But yeah, I think all is well. We feel bad. Our neighbors in the office moved away.
They
We're
did.
Like, were they annoyed with us?
I'm telling myself that their lease was up.
Their lease was up.
We actually did see one time, not that we're peeping Tom, but they were looking at flights like one time.
Creepy.
I know, we're so creepy. Okay, to be fair, they're just like giant windows, so they definitely like see
It's
what
a
we're
fishbowl.
doing. You know,
Isn't that what they call it in corporate?
Yeah.
Fishbowls. It's a fishbowl.
They have
Every
like
time.
these huge screens. Okay, going back to that TikTok trend, like I'm not nosy, but when someone in college had their damn computer in front of me, I'm reading their text messages.
Oh yeah, like it's right there.
And some of them were juicy.
Oh, I
back
got
in the day.
juice. It was like, oh, my appointment's at 11.
Oh, some people I was getting like, I didn't know the people because at Georgia was such a big school. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in like lecture style college classes, if you have your laptop open, and a lot of people now obviously message from their laptop, you could see everything. Like if someone's sitting below you and you're above them, like I am like straight, and that's just naturally where your eyes go. So if they have their iMessage pulled up, I have pretty good vision. So I was like seeing clearly.
2020. No,
yeah.
I'd watch girls like shop for formal dresses.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, don't do that one. Like
You're like, gotta go with the other.
No,
yeah, everyone's on
next
Revolve.
page.
I know.
Yeah, everyone's on Revolve and Princess Polly. Like, that's how it was in college. For me.
It definitely was.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
gosh, a trip down memory lane.
I know. I'm not nosy, but I am looking at where they're booking flights to.
Yeah. Yeah, so
it was out of the country.
Yeah, I'm really excited to find out who our next neighbors are. But the good thing is whoever moves in next to us is gonna be like, okay, so this is a podcast. Like,
we only do it once a week too. To be
I know,
fair, it's
like,
not like
come
we're here
on.
being loud and crazy every day. Like it's once.
we're just loud and crazy on Mondays.
Yeah, it's just on Monday. Get the week going. We're here to boost the energy levels
Yeah,
in here.
get the week started, baby.
They must like us though, because they did bring us a gift today, like the
I
office in general.
I thought you meant the guys.
No. I mean like
We never got a gift from them.
No move-in gift. Maybe we'll give our new neighbors a move-in gift though.
Yeah.
We should like bring them like a bottle of wine or something. And be like, welcome to the neighborhood.
Block party next week.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, should we do happy company happy hour? The original
Super Bowl party.
I actually am gonna host the Super Bowl.
I love
party.
that.
I know. I still have to get the things organized. Okay, I didn't tell you this yet.
Oh, saved it for the pod. Or no?
Yeah, I got inspired by you yesterday. You sent me a Snapchat of you and Ryan getting wings.
Oh.
So I ordered wings.
Oh, to watch football?
Yeah.
It's such a Sunday like pipeline, as we've been using that word a lot.
Yeah,
like
it's down the pipeline.
the wings to the football.
Oh, the wings to
yeah, that's what I meant.
the Sunday to wings pipeline.
Yes, I guess that. Yeah, I didn't use that correctly.
No, it's hard to. I get it. Yeah.
Oh my god, where'd you get them from?
I have to find the place on Uber Eats. I'm addicted.
Was it
to Uber Eats.
Wingstop by chance?
No, it was.
Whoa.
It was
Dan and Phil.
Yes.
Or not Dan and Phil. They're YouTubers.
No, it's. Let
it
me
was that
find
one.
it.
That's where we almost ordered from, but I was like, I want to go for a
Dan
walk.
and John's.
Dan and
John's. My boyfriend told me he was like, oh my god, best wings. So I was like,
I
I
wish
know.
we went there instead.
How was
tearing up.
Wingstop? Wasn't that good?
Well, I didn't know. This is so bad. I didn't know that like, because we went to order the wings, and it's like a fast food place. It looks like a McDonald's where you walk and you order. They're like, that'll be 18 minutes. And Ryan was like, oh, I forgot to tell you, like they make up.
Yeah, I figured that.
But like when you go to McDonald's, it's not like that'll be 18 minutes. It's like.
But when you order wings, there's
wings-
more customizations.
I guess
to be
so.
fair.
Yeah, I'm not a wings girly. I was trying to be.
I see when I saw that of you, I was like, oh, I didn't know Danielle liked wings, but it made sense to me. I was like, she's kind of like a sporty gal. She can get down with it. Like
she can get down with it.
You know what I mean?
No, I like wings, but I don't have much experience in the wing field. So there's some things this year that I'm trying to make myself like.
Did you guys get saucy wings?
Oh my god, talk about the ick, the sauce in the corner of his lip. You know, it's like so gross.
Okay, I know, but to be fair, then I had that yesterday, and my boyfriend were eating, and then we finished, and I was like, so what's next? And he's like, dude, you have sauce all over.
I'm ready to go. Did you get super spicy then? I just got lemon pepper.
I wanted to get those. Oh
those
my
were
gosh.
really good.
We got like mild, which was great, and then like barbecue, but barbecue's so messy. That's
Talk
like
about messy.
I'm sitting over there like chomping.
Oh yeah.
The sauce is going
I know, and apparently, and it's weird because they do it. I'm sure you got bone in.
Yeah, of course. You got boneless?
No. But like,
you gotta do wings the proper way.
No, I know, but isn't it funny that they even make boneless?
Yeah, they're like chicken nuggets, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would call them, or chicken tenders. Like, I mean, I get it, but I don't really.
I don't get it. So you just want.
I feel like that's
tenders.
the experience of eating wings. Is like, throw the bone somewhere. Like, get down with it.
Just get
right?
after it. No, it's so satisfying. It's like, look at all those bones I ate.
Yeah, they give you like the tray for it.
Yeah.
Vegetarians and vegans are like screaming right now. They're like, this is disgusting.
I know. They're like so grossed out by us. It's funny. We actually ate the wings. I called it wings and greens, and we made green juices.
Oh,
it was really
productive
random.
balance. Does Ryan drink green juice?
Now he does. He's obsessed. He never.
Whoa.
He's like, let's go buy groceries for we make green juices like every weekend. It just like feels right, like after drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, get the greens down my body.
I'm manifesting for us a potential partnership with this company that I'm seeing so much of, Athletic Greens.
Oh,
why am I seeing this everywhere?
They are everywhere,
and I just need to know if they're worth the hype. So
I've heard
just
good
send
things.
them to me.
I know.
They're really good.
I think that's really cool. I feel like green juice is tastier, but
totally, and fresher and stuff. But at the same time, I see
nice to have the powder.
convenience. Yeah,
I see the convenience for us, for gals on the go.
No, especially because we're just talking about how we're in and out of town, and like I get it. We've a lot of weekend trips or like busy weekends coming up, and it's hard to plan food.
Oh yeah,
because then you don't want to be wasteful.
No.
And I either overbuy or underbuy. Like I'm really bad about like the perfect balance.
That's why we're obsessed with Freshly.
Yeah.
Or HelloFresh, like all those, like it's
Meal
just so
kit type
amazing.
things.
Like, I love it. I really don't like grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Unless it's like buying the flowers and a bottle of wine. And
well, in the winter when you're all bundled up and I'm like sweating, I'm walking down the
Oh.
street like I'm holding my bags. I'm like about to pass out. Like
fall forward.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it snowed this weekend in NYC and
lot of
probably
it.
a lot of the Northeast.
Yeah, it would. I think like Boston area got hit really hard.
That was so nuts. Like that was my first
Big snow.
nor'easter.
Yeah,
That was my first storm.
I know.
I'd
So do you
experienced.
still see the magic today when you're walking around?
Today's not as magical.
I know. I'm wearing booties, and I was like, I made a big mistake. I'm slipping and sliding all over the road.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I have to admit, so many people. So I posted in my cute snow boots, and so many people swiped up like, send me the link. I need some proper snow boots. These are not. I was sliding and slipping everywhere. I was like so proud. I was with Ryan's family because they were in town, and I was like, "Oh, I got my snow boots. No worries, guys." I'm like, I literally told Brooke before this. I felt like Meredith Blake on the hike in Parent Trap.
dying.
I was like, "Oh, can we just I did better with my Air Forces. I changed my Air Forces.
That's very funny. Yeah, I know. But then you get the sludge like on the top of the shoe.
And now, remember we were talking with the girls the other day about like taking your shoes off when you walk into the door. Now I'm like, take your shoes off at my door.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm neither Brooke or I.
We had a deep dive on the take your shoe off policy. You either have that policy or you don't. I'll call my boyfriend out. He literally has that policy. Like he's like, can you please remove?
Oh,
your
he
shoes?
has all the things about the outside clothes, which apparently, like, I'm seeing other people. Is it a northern thing? I had never heard of. You're wearing your outside clothes in here.
Yeah, I don't really think that way either. But I also don't consider myself to be like a generally like dirty
person.
Yeah, I'm not like I was rolling in dirt and then I came here. Like no,
like there's common sense.
I also like generally go from one place to another place. Like I'm not like just like out like wandering. I mean, if I intentionally go for a walk, yes, I come home and change my clothes. But like if I'm like transporting from one place to another, like I don't think about it that much. I'm not like, oh, these leggings are dirty, like
Yeah, I'm sitting. There's an ass for every seat.
Yes, exactly. We're just doing the call outs today. Damn. No,
it's not a call out. I just had never heard it.
Yeah, I see why like the sludge though is more of a problem. So okay, so I have a question. So these are like moon boots. If you guys haven't seen these on Instagram, and I just saw a TikTok today. It's like cute girls like go in their little moon puffers and moon boots, and I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, do you really even live in New York if you don't like go for iced coffee in your moon boots? Like and
with your Dior lip gloss and your silly little black puffer. and your Olaplex bun. Have you seen that? The clean girl aesthetic right now. Like, I love it and I appreciate it and I like all the talks. But I'm like, how are people that clean? Talk about dirty. I mean,
don't know.
Girls,
I don't think that defines you as like clean though. Like, I don't know. Like,
I know,
get a good body wash and take a shower. I can't wrap my mind around. You know, when I see those girls, like, you look polished and put together, but I don't.
Like, do you just smell like amazing at all points? I think the clean girl aesthetic is like the sleek bun with the hoops, and like we love that. But
doesn't look good on it. It doesn't look good on me. I tried it because I don't look right.
Wait, I've never seen you with this.
I don't look right with the sleek.
Wait, I need to see you with the sleek bun.
I'm not, because I won't do it. My ears stick out too much. Like, that doesn't look clean. That looks like goofy. I'm like, ugh, like
oh God,
goofy girl aesthetic.
I need to see this. We'll make it happen one day. Brooke in her puffer moon boots. The sleek bun. No. Olaplex bun.
So are all moon boots like that or just yours?
So mine aren't the brand moon boots.
Oh.
No, I wanted to get moon boots.
Okay. Are they back ordered or something?
No. But they no. But so many people were like, they have no traction. So I was like, oh, these kind of look like moon boots, but they're not. Well, then they're gonna act like moon boots. They're,
okay.
No moon. So mine have like edge, like whatever.
Scalloped.
No, yeah, that looks like jags, like jagged.
Oh,
they're
okay.
like jagged. Like
I see what you mean. Yeah.
They've got some.
They've got some grit to them. Is that what you were gonna say? They've got some meat.
They've got some girth.
Is that the word? I don't even know what the word is.
It's like a for down there word. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
No, they've tracked. Well, I thought they would have tracked.
But you're over there sliding around. You're like ice skating.
Yeah, they're like this on the bottom. You know
okay.
I mean? Like those Steve Madden wedges everyone had back in the day.
Yes.
The platforms with the. That's
yeah,
what they have on the bottom.
Yeah. And like, you're like, oh, I can run a mile
flat.
on these because they like actually have
walk
that.
a mile in these Louboutins. Wow, we really said we're gonna be silly today, and it's
I know,
just
we're
happening.
Just silly, goofy
silly girls. But yeah, so mine aren't moon boots, but they might as well be. So I wish I got the moon boots.
Okay.
Those are the ones I wanted. So.
Okay. Well, my thing is, so I guess I just missed the boat on that because I got my boots 2 years ago when moon boots really weren't so much as I saw them like in the more of like the skiing tents, but not really.
I think that's what they're for because you're like walking in snow, not like
sidewalks,
snow,
ice, like sludge, like
hazard, quicksand,
carpet, like literally like all forms of like material.
Yeah.
So I got the UGG snow boots, and then I'm starting to compare myself on social media.
I'm like, on your story, but they're so cute.
Are they the cutest shoe of all time? No, but they're literally feel like UGGs, but they actually do have traction. They actually are like the best.
They look like duck boots, kind of like bean boots.
Yeah, and then that gave me like PTSD from like the preppy days.
I know, same. But a lot of people have bean boots. Like I think Ryan's gonna get a pair. Like
they're functional. They're like that's the thing. So my thing is, you can't have function and style.
It's hard
in a snow boot. So that makes me feel better in a way that these girls. I know that there's I don't know. Yeah. I felt jealous for a second.
No, I did too until I walked in my boots and I was like, they are.
But yours are cute. You can wear them like
mine were good for when it was like pure snow and I was like sinking because it had like some height to it, but. For exactly what you said, ice, carpet, snow, sidewalk, like it just
sludge. The sludge is the problem now. So everybody thinks this is Danielle's probably first like sludge experience, really, right? Like you get the snow, and even the first like day or two, you're like, oh my god, it's great, like the fresh, clean footprints in the snow,
the powder.
It's nice. It's powdery, perfect for sledding, whatever you want to do. And then we hit the sludge phase where it just becomes like this like grayish.
It looks like wet sand at a beach.
Yes.
Like if you were to look down, I'm like, I'm at the beach. And then you look up and
it's because it's just dirty snow that's like a mix of ice and whatever. And it's slippery. It's sludgy. It's like you can't get good traction with it. It's just not good. And it's all over everything. Like literally, my sidewalk outside my building's clean, but then like there's a huge like wall of snow because they pushed it all in one place. Pushing. Yeah.
No, my heart goes out. I walk outside and there's guys just shoveling.
They're killing
thank God for them. Like, I don't want to do that.
I saw our friend Adam's TikTok. It was like, yes, I like pay so much money to live in New York City, but like I don't have to shovel my house or anything. And it's so true. Like that's
the beauty of living in the city.
This is the magic of the city.
Honestly,
my parents have to like they're out there like doing the tag team. Like shoveling.
Oh my god, literally.
I know.
It makes me feel better. So I just paid my first set of like state and city quarterly taxes, and I was like, I'm paying to live in a city, but that right there, if that's going to that man shoveling,
my tax dollars.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a good tax dollar. I'll take that one.
Yeah,
so
I'm there. Good for you. A city resident.
Yeah, a city res. I can't lie though. So we were at Central Park, and I fully wanted to ask a child to borrow their sled to sled down.
Were you going to?
Were you Ryan's close? Mom was like, do it. And I was like, no, I can't do
Was
that.
there hills enough to sled?
Yes. Oh my god, dude, look fun. Next time it snows, we gotta go uptown.
Okay. It's just like the getting there that was my problem, because then I did take an Uber on Saturday night to like go to dinner and do things, and we were sliding around. I was like, "Ooh, we should not be on the roads right now." Yeah, I know, because I actually saw this is a really good question, like a whole series of posts about like the moral dilemma of like, do you order food, do you take Ubers, like that sort of stuff, like during a snowstorm. Oh yeah, and it was over by the point that I took it. I think mostly over by the time you did too. But it's an interesting like concept. It's like they rely on your business to get paid. They're waiting.
Yeah.
So I saw that with food delivery too. It was like just tip extra, and like of course you'd tip extra on the app and stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I felt fine about the actual Ubers because I'm like, if they're here, they're ready to drive. They've got the 4 wheels. They've got the
A lot of them were like the bigger
it was all
Ubers,
like XLs. But I did not order Uber Eats because I literally couldn't do it to myself. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
but
you
like
guilty.
Yeah, but if I did, I would have tipped extra. I mean, maybe like yesterday, but on Saturday. I
didn't on Saturday either. Yeah.
It was like that's just rude. But then it's like, oh well, if
it's a gig
have
economy,
their pinger on, like they want it.
It's a whole thing.
I don't know.
It's a moral dilemma.
It just felt weird. It was so funny. Like I called. We wanted to get bagels that morning, and I called Heaven's Hot, and I was like, "Are you guys open?" They're like, "Yeah, girl, come on."
Some places don't though. They're like,
I mean, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, if you can't get enough like employees, like a lot of people have to commute from outside the city or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I guess they're able to.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Danielle's first snowstorm. Woo!
But no, overall, I mean, I loved it. It was fabulous. If Ryan's parents hadn't been here, I probably would have just like stayed in all day and watched a movie.
Cozied up.
That's what you did, kind of, right? Like on Saturday.
Yeah, Friday into Saturday, really watched all of Ozark. Like,
oh, you did finish?
Yes, it was really, really good. Ozark season 4, but it was only part 1 that they released. Yeah. The part 2 isn't coming out till the summer. I read online.
Oh wow!
Because they wanted to get this nominated for Emmys. I guess that's what I read in my research.
I believe that. That's the only.
I believe it too. What else did I do? I stayed in. Oh my gosh, we were just like, it was just cozy. We were drinking hot chocolate. We were just having a grand old time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're grand old time.
Yeah. I hard launched my boyfriend this weekend. I did that.
I was waiting for you to bring that up.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted me to like be Brooke did the hard launch. Yeah, so if you guys want to know what her BF looks like, check out the gram.
Yeah, I didn't realize the curiosity of just like, once you give people like what they look like, they like, I don't know if it's like a signal in people's brain, like, oh, he's cute. Okay, I'll go on with my, like, you know?
They just like need to see the visual.
Like the visual. Yeah. Yeah.
He is a cutie. He's awesome. I love that you did like a dump of all the photos.
Yeah, I was gonna do just the one, and I was like, you know what? That doesn't tell a story. Like, give me
the little
more.
film photos.
Yeah,
it was really sweet. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. I am happy. I feel like, and we place so much value too. Like, this is a problem that, and I've definitely been guilty of this in the past, on what someone looks like. Like, we'll go to someone's Instagram and be like, well, I want to see if their boyfriend's cute or like whatever. But it's like, how about we focus on like how they're being treated and like their happiness, and you know what I mean? Like, you don't know, like they could be the most handsome, beautiful couple ever, and they could have the most toxic, horrible relationship, you know? It
is so true, and that's so important to be said. I actually had an experience this weekend. My friend sent me a picture of this like influencer actually and her boyfriend, and she was like, I feel like she could do better. And I immediately was like, you think about it, and then you're like, wait, but he's probably so amazing to her, and so like she's probably experienced it through the ringer with maybe guys that are, you know, quote unquote, like what you see as attractive on like a magazine. But so I was just like, I had to kind of take myself back and be like, no, actually. And she was like, you know what, you're right. I take that back.
Totally.
But it's such an instant reaction, and so it's just like, I don't know.
And to be fair, everybody has different preferences in what they look for. You know what I mean? Like
not everyone probably thinks he's the handsomest
literally,
guy in the world.
And not everyone's gonna find you attractive, and they're not gonna find everyone attractive. So it's like literally just the matchup of that.
Thank God. Like if I thought like if we all thought everyone was attractive, like we'd all just be screwed. Yeah. Because then like,
even you and I have very different types. Like we'll be like talking just objectively about people we find attractive, and it will be like, oh, I don't think he is, or I do think he is, you know?
Definitely, yeah. So it works out because then we don't have to have any overlap, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's how the world works. I just think we should, and I get it, because we live in a very superficial world where it's like, oh, like let me, you know, what's his ad? Like I want to stalk him now. Like everyone's like coming to me with that, like, and natural. It's like, And I understand the curiosity, but it's like, I'm giving you guys, like, I'm giving the information. Like, he treats me so well. I'm so happy. Like, I've been having the best few months. What else is there to say?
Just let her be happy.
Yeah. Let everyone be happy. And I think that's a whole other thing. And, whatever. It's not like I'm trying to gatekeep from the internet and be like, this is like so private and whatever.
No,
but at the same time,
if it were up to you, you'd show it out to the world.
Yeah.
But you just have to like be careful.
And when you're also newly dating someone, like, how scary is it and vulnerable to like put it out there and be like, oh my God, I'm like newly dating this person. Like, here and now the internet's opinion. It's like, that's a lot for someone.
It's a lot. Like, I feel like that's why a lot of influencers, celebrities hide their pregnancy for the first few months.
They do. I noticed that.
If God forbid something were to happen or whatever it may be, they don't want the whole world to know.
And that's something that you can keep close to you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rihanna.
I know.
Was that photo taken in New York? It looked like the Brooklyn Bridge above them or something.
Oh, I didn't really go deep on those. I
so cool.
Wow.
I'm so happy for her. Wow. Everyone was commenting, I guess we're not getting that album.
I know. I'm so upset.
I know. Her and ASAP Rocky are actually so beautiful together.
Yeah.
Whew, that baby is going to be fire.
I wasn't expecting that today. I was like, hello.
I know, I'm up. I was like, I was sitting on the toilet peeing. And
she definitely is using that another year. But then she could like write like beautiful music about her family.
Beautiful music. Child. What's that from? Beautiful music.
We just always used to say that.
Oh,
like,
that's
we'd be
what
like,
it
beautiful music.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Maybe it's from something. I don't
know.
So that's my whole rant about all of that. And it's not a rant. Like, and I'm so thankful. I was shown so much love and support by so many random people in my life. And I think, oh my God, I'm just going off. That's a whole other thing. We always congratulate women for like being in a relationship as if that's the metric of success. You know what? I don't know if you've ever experienced this in your life. Like, just even
like, oh, congrats, you got a good one, like that.
Congrats, you got a good one. Like, congrats, you finally found someone. Congrats, like that sort of messaging on like. I just feel like, and I'm so thankful once again for all of the love and everything.
So
but
much love.
It's crazy that that's like my most commented on like thing when I've accomplished a lot of other accomplishments in my life, and I'm not mad about it by any means. Like I'm so happy and I'm so great for the support.
That is so true.
But I've always noticed that with anyone, no matter who they are in life, like it's always, oh my God, like congrats, like you did it, and it's like, okay, like I've done a lot of other cool things in my life too.
Wow.
Deep,
profound
food for thought. I think that's like a women, like that's like an issue we have in society with like making women like feel like that, being like it's your conquest in life to find a partner, and it's not. That's
just an added bonus.
Agreed.
but
and it's nice, and I'm loving it. So thank you for the hype.
I know. Thank you. No, yeah. I mean, soak it up. It's obviously so fun, and so I'm sure when you posted that, you were like,
it did. I know. And I noticed right away. It was like, ooh. And then I realized that people were being so nice. And he does look like he would work at an Apple store. Yes.
I saw that comment. I was like, she did it. She manifested it.
Yeah. We can stop talking about me now. I want to hear about you. And
no. I was gonna say, should we get into our I don't know, question of the week?
Yeah.
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I'm excited to hear your answer for this question of the week. If your life was a movie, which it certainly is.
It is.
Which celebrity would you cast to play you?
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say this person because I've been told I look like her. It's been like once or twice. So like it hasn't been many times. And like
do you like this person?
I do like this person. I haven't seen like all of her movies by any means, but I'm a fan. I think I just am a big fan. Gal Gadot.
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
I've heard rumblings of her lately.
She's in another new movie. Like I just watched an interview.
I think Snow White. I think she's about to be in Snow White, maybe.
Oh, okay. I heard that. Well, anyway, she's just this beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean, do look like her. Wow.
To tell me that I look like her, I loved the Wonder Woman. I just think she's like such a great gal, and her name is Gal. Oh my gosh,
that's so cool. Yeah, wow, you guys have similar eyes. I feel like too.
You think maybe?
Yeah, like power. Wow, that's so sick.
Yeah, I feel like she's on the come up too. Like I feel like I've been hearing a lot.
Wow, that's so specific and good.
Is that? I don't know. I feel like I tried to go with the like, not like, oh my God, I'm a stan of her content, but like
what makes sense.
Yeah, things that just make sense.
Things that just make sense. I love that.
What would yours be?
Do you have any guesses?
Blake Lively. Who would it be?
Oh no, that'd be hype though. No, I wrote Jennifer Aniston.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whenever I've gotten a couple messages that I look like her when when I go to the dry bar and I get the like when I do the straight and the what?
Yeah, like that was so specific. You're like, I've been told I look like her, but only after I go to the dry bar and I get this one specific blowout.
I notice it when I have that hair. And I just love Jennifer Aniston. I've seen many of her movies. She's
Fan
just
of her
so yeah, I'm a fan of her content. I think she's so cool, and I think that'd be really cool to have her. She's a little bit older, I guess, than like, but like I don't care.
No, I feel like we're going with all ages. I think she's a little bit older too.
Yeah,
that's an interesting take because some people will just say someone like completely random that looks nothing like them. Like they would just be like, yeah,
Blake Lively would have been hype, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. Why? What did you think I was gonna say? Like Selena Gomez or something?
No. I was just curious. I thought I don't know what I thought.
I tried to pick like someone that like could remotely look like me, like not like
For you, I immediately thought of Anne Hathaway.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the brunette. I just love her. In the movie The Intern. Or no, The Intern.
What about yeah, because she's not the one in. I mean, I love Jennifer Lawrence. Like she's like one of my favorites because I think she's funny. I think she's goofy and like she has like that like sense of whatever. And I think she has such range because like she does a lot of different things. But I don't know if that would have made sense.
Things that just make sense.
Yeah,
I love it. Oh my god, that was fun. So we're gonna ask you guys on questions of the week.
Yeah.
Who you would cast?
Who would you cast?
Who?
All
right, let's go on into our current favorites. What you got for me?
I gave it away before, but I've been on a huge hot chocolate kick.
Oh,
I know, and
hot.
I know, literally. I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't really have like particularly crazy sweet cravings, and I'm not saying this is like a tip as an alternative to dessert, but it's the same time for me, like that post dinner, like when you want something sweet, to like do a loaded cup of hot chocolate, specifically in our Gals on the Go mug, because it is jumbo size.
It's so good.
Yeah, this is a plug. I am plugging our merch. It's galsonthegopodcast.com. Get the merch. It is just the perfect mug for it. I load it up with mini marshmallows and whipped cream, and it's just, I forgot how much I love it as a winter treat, especially after these cold days. Good. You're outside in the cold, you come back in.
Do you use like the packets?
So I went to the supermarket, and instead of the packets, I got like a larger, like 12 serving thing of it. So you just measure it out every time. It's a little more efficient.
Did you ever drink Ovaltine as a kid?
No. It's like a digestive aid, right?
Maybe it was. My parents were. It was chocolate milk, but maybe it was digestive aid.
I have to research this. I think it might have a little.
I did have tummy problems as a kid.
I think it helps.
Oh, that's funny. I have to ask my mom. I'd be like, you little snake. I thought I was drinking chocolate milk in the morning. She'd be like, you want more Ovaltine? Oh my God, that's so funny.
Wait, maybe it's not. I don't know.
I don't even know. No, but I've been using the K-Cup Dunkin' Donut hot chocolate pods, but I think I need to get like some good old Swiss Miss or something.
Yeah, you should. I got it's like Ghirardelli, but it's like like a thing of the powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. Ovaltine is a brand of milk flavoring product made with malt extract, sugar, and whey. So it's like protein.
Yeah, I think it was just like filling.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Sorry. Okay, so it's just like proteiny more so than like digestive.
Oh my God, it looks different now.
I don't know. This reminds me of Metamucil, which is what my mom takes every night before bed. She's like an old woman now. She's like taking Metamucil. She literally it's like part of the night routine.
What is that? Is that magnesium?
No, it's like a digestive thing. Like it's like a fiber filled thing, and it like helps you
digest.
Yeah, it doesn't like it's not like a laxative, but it's like I think it helps things like move around a little bit.
I like it. Good for Adina. Gotta do what you
all of
do.
These like powdery drinks are in like the same category. You've never seen Metamucil before?
Maybe kind of familiar.
I don't know. I grew up with it in my house. I guess exactly. Maybe. No. My parents like my doctor actually asked me. She's like, "Getting in your fiber?" And I was like, "Yes." She almost had me stumped for a second. She's like, "That's your main source of fiber." And I was like, "Oh," I started like sweating. I was like
what has fiber?
I go leafy greens, and she goes, "Oh, good. I like salads too." And I was like, "Thank God."
I just had to think about that. I probably would have said fruit, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I guess all of those things kind of.
That just made me nervous. That's like the worst when you're like, yeah, and they're like, what kind?
Yeah, or they say like you're flossing, and they're like, what's your what?
How often?
But in the morning or at night, like they start getting more specific.
And you're like, duh. I know. That's funny. Actually, anecdote for you. Well, you might have seen it on my Snapchat. I went to the dentist last week, and I kid you not, this man goes, do you drink a lot of lemon or acidic things like kombucha? And one, I do have kombucha all the time.
Yeah.
Two, I was like, well, I do take ginger shots like every morning with lemon. He was like, well, it's weakening your enamel, and I can tell. Like, how nuts is that? He could literally tell from my ginger shots it's weakening my enamel.
Yeah.
So
that is
so then he
how do you tell? I mean, I guess obviously they're the pros,
he could
but
tell
how?
when you scratch, you know they use that like scratch.
I hate it. They go in and I literally think my teeth are about to be extracted.
Yeah. I like can't even. But he could just tell like on the top, and I guess if I really look, it's like a little like yellow. I don't really know. And he was like, it's fine for now, but can you take your shots with a straw? And so that's the dentist, and my hygienist goes, Dr. C, she has got to throw that back. She is not sipping it with a straw. But she literally was like, she's got to throw that back. And it was so funny. My mom thought that was hilarious.
That's very funny. Well, that's why I guess a lot of people drink like hot coffee with a straw and stuff, right?
Because it's
and it's also
stain your teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, buddy, that's just not gonna happen. So he was like, okay, just rinse with water right after. But I don't like that because I like to feel the burn after. So
there's really no winning here.
He was like, you can wait like 20 seconds. So, but I just took a ginger shot and didn't.
Raw dog.
I just raw dogged that ginger shot.
You did.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. So what was your favorite? Did we get
hot chocolate? But specifically in the Gals and Go mug, and I plugged our merch. I said go to shop.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me.
Shop our merch. We've been loving the merch. Honestly, I've been wearing the sweatshirt a lot.
My god, it's just, so fire.
You know, great.
Sweatshirt's so good for like layering with a puffer over top.
It is. It is very cute and cozy.
And the beanie, fire, warm.
I know. So definitely go get your merch. Hey.
Merch. Get your merch here.
Merch.
So my current favorite is tech.
Oh, what is it?
It's tech involved. It's this app called DazCam, DAZZ. And I love it because I am not a film disposable girly yet because I need instant gratification. So I'll like take a picture and you upload it and it literally makes it look like it's a film photo. You guys can't tell.
Wait.
But like, look at that. Oh, wait, not that
You
one.
took those?
Those were on my iPhone and then I put them on the DazCam app and it kind of looks like it was a disposable, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I am shocked.
I know. It's pretty fire.
Those are also great pics.
Thanks, buddy. You guys will be seeing them soon.
On the gram, coming soon.
On the gram, coming soon. But yeah, it's just a really cool app for those people like me that need to see it right away but want the disposable feel. I've been using it a lot lately, and I'll get questions what the app is. So I hope I'm not paying for it. I don't think so.
Oh, we didn't talk about Wordle. Oh. That could have been my favorite. Have you gotten into it?
I don't understand. It was like a ton of tiles. It was not the game for me.
No, so it's like a spelling game. So it's like Words with Friends or any of those. But basically, if you guys haven't heard of this, because I was so confused myself, it's a website. I thought it was an app. I was trying to download the app. I'm like, there is no app.
There is an app, though.
It's not the correct app,
I was playing that. I was like, this is kind of fun. And Delaney's like, you're on an app right now?
Yeah. So you just Google Wordle. It's like this random website. There's the same word, apparently, for everybody in the world. And you get 6 tries to get it right, and they tell you if you're using the right letter or if it's in the correct placement, whatever.
That's just so ambiguous.
It is ambiguous, but at the same time it's not, though, because like, well, you can cut it down kind of easily. I've only played the past few days and I like it because it's only a 5-letter word, I think, so it's challenging, but it's not like oh my gosh, this is impossible challenging. So the key is, I think the first word you do has to be like something that has a lot of letters in it, like weird or something, because that has
all different letters
because you want to maximize your odds, and something with like more vowels is good because obviously every word has to have a vowel. Just giving Wordle strategies over here.
No, I think that's awesome. Good for you. It's a good brain.
That could have been my favorite, I guess, but hot shot.
Tech.
What tech?
I love it. Oh my gosh, we didn't even say what this week's episode's going to be about.
No, we didn't.
And it was inspired by real life experience and conversation.
It was.
So we're going to be talking about how to live your best life because we experience it, obviously, but then also we've just had so many conversations with different individuals, in specific female, honestly, who are just so down on themselves with their confidence, with their life decisions, just like so many things.
Looks. Literally, it's a lot of like looks-based things, and it's from girls that are, I have to say, obviously it's not, like there's no contest, everyone's beautiful, but from our friends that I literally look at them and like they are like standout beautiful people in my eyes inside and out, and they will be the most deeply insecure ones, and we talk about
always
this.
Like that too. It's so crazy. It's sad.
It definitely is. So I think this episode's going to be kind of like the gas up you need. And I feel like for the longest time, I've always like heard the cliche like confidence advice. I think you too, like, you know, we've been knocked over the head with it. Like you don't care what people think, do you, whatever. And it's easier said than done. But at the same time, once you start like to reach a point where you're like, I'm happy, I'm going to do me, like your life just changes for the better. Like, let me tell you.
It truly does. I mean, that kind of goes into my first point is we've talked about this before, but like being selfish, and sometimes you just have to do it for your own mental sanity and being whatever, and that does affect into your confidence. Like I have learned recently, in order to stay sane or like make the decisions that I think are best for me, I have to be a little selfish and be like, no, I or even like this weekend, there was a lot going on and I just needed 40 minutes to myself, and I felt bad. I felt
That's
shitty
not
about
even
it.
that much time.
I know,
Like,
and I was just not
like...
feeling good about my looks. I didn't have any makeup on. Like I didn't get to do my hair. I was in a rush. And I was like, I just need a moment. So I went home. I played some Ariana Grande. I put on makeup. And it's so crazy how that just changed my day.
It did. Wow.
It's just like one little thing, you know?
Yeah. That's great to hear. I think those are, of course, like small moment type of
Yeah, that's just like one little
stuff.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, do we want to talk about small moments, I guess? Like,
Yeah, we can start with that.
Yeah. I feel like personally, I can't say a time that I regretted like putting myself too out there or being like too much, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll sit back and maybe overthink it and get insecure about it, but at the same time I've never like done something or like been like I'm gonna wear like a daring outfit and been like, damn, I shouldn't have worn that. Or if I do, like it's not weighing on me for the rest of my life. I don't know, it's such a blip on the screen moment.
So true. I literally wrote that. Like think about times like that, or like moments in your life where you were really, really nervous about something, really fearful. I've been practicing this with myself a lot because I like generate all this fear about something, and then you look back and you're like, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
And sometimes it's easier said than done. Like, oh yeah, I looked back on that time, but this time it's gonna be bad. Like this time. But then what's the worst that can happen?
Sound like, oh God, this is the end.
Oh yeah, literally.
Anyways, so yeah.
I've been doing that so much to myself, like talking yourself up to this huge thing. And it's like, I was with our friend Kelly today, and she was like, pick out 5 things in front of you right now. Like that's what's going on in front of you. Like you are creating all this stuff in your head that might not even be happening. That might not happen. I know. I was like, Kelly, we're like in the back of this Uber right now, and you're like, get me. And it's so true, you know?
Yeah, that is really true. I mean, it's so hard to just say like literally just don't care what people think, but at the same time, like I just feel like you are holding yourself back. Like that's what I've always said. It's like there's this amazing, beautiful, huge opportunity that exists for you if you're just willing to like try and like dare to do it, because so many people won't, and so many people will go their whole life. And for me, I don't want to be that person that like I look back on the past 5 years and I'm like, damn, I should have done this. I wish I did that, but I didn't because I wasn't confident enough to do it or whatever.
It's so true. I mean, we started our YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Thank God we did. We wouldn't be sitting in this room in New York City right now.
Yeah.
And that was just one. And to be fair, we were younger. We were more not as worried, probably.
I'm glad that I was. Yeah.
We kept through it, though. I mean, there were times in high school and times in college for both of us where it was like, oh, I don't know if this is right for me, or, oh, I'm worried what other people think. But here we are now. Now being an influencer is like
the thing to
do. So, and that's like one example. But I don't know. It's just like having conversations with people. It's so crazy because like we even like pimples. We'll talk about pimples. You'll be like, I don't like, I'm so insecure about my face.
My skin looks like shit today, whatever.
Yeah. And I'll be like, Brooke, I didn't even notice that. And it's genuine too. So like think about that small picture or big picture, something that you're so nervous about, but other people might not even notice in a bad way. You know, they might, oh, that's hype of her, you know?
Yeah. Literally like when you bring attention to things, I feel like people then are like, oh, now that you say, you know, you are dealing with that, like I see that for you or whatever. It's almost like faking it till you make it, because if you let people know you're insecure and being like, hey, and there's something to be said for honesty, and I really do commend honesty in people and being vulnerable. But if you're having a time when you're going out and let's just say like you put yourself together and you're like, we're having kind of a bad day, to put it together and like fake it till you make it and show up in a good mood and do it, it's sometimes that's more powerful than like being like, and I'm talking about in certain settings, because I think it's powerful to be vulnerable with, you know, the ones close to you and everything too, but at the same time, faking it till you make it is half the battle. And I feel like it is for half of us too. Like with the times that we've had to go to events and be like, I don't know who's going to be there. Like we're showing up literally by ourselves. Both you and I have like shown up at things by ourselves and been like, I literally don't know who's going to this.
Like we're just
and
riding
we
the
make
wave.
it work. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I've recently, especially since moving here, I've gone up to people and been like, hey, I don't know anybody here. Like, can I ride with you? And they're never, I mean, unless they're terrible people, they're never like, oh no, not at all. They've always been so inclusive.
Totally.
So I think you just kind of have to put yourself out there in that regard. Again, it's easier said than done, but I just, like, even, like, when I posted it, there have been times I posted a picture on Instagram. I don't like the photo. I don't feel good about it. I swear, not that we're counting likes, but the likes are never as good either. And it's like,
so you have to almost like manifest that for yourself to be like, there's a bomb photo, it's gonna kill it. Yeah.
And then there's been other times where I'm like, oh, I don't love the photo, and then I'm like, you know, actually I do love this because it's happy, it's sunny, whatever, and I post it, I'm like, wow, it's doing so well. I don't know, maybe that's just like crazy woo woo manifestation stuff.
I get it though. It's because it's like the mood you're conveying too. Like it's like the energy you're putting forward.
The energy, like some people are not gonna agree with that, but
that's my thing. We want to do a full episode.
And here I am so nervous to say
we want to do a full episode on it because I feel like it's, you know, some people are like, I don't agree with that or whatever. It's literally just positive thinking. You know what I mean? And that's what all of this is. And like enjoying your life and putting yourself out there is, instead of looking at things with the lens of like, oh, like I look like shit, or like, oh, like my outfit's so weird, or like, oh, this picture's so weird, or like, what am I doing? Just being like, I'm just going day to day and we're going to see where that takes me. And I feel good. And like, you know, I put myself together. I'm wearing my favorite pair of jeans. I've talked about this too. Confidence can come from like those inner things too. On my episode I did with my mom, we talked about literally getting like the proper fitting like bra and underwear. Yeah. Like doing things from literally the baseline up. If that's going to improve your life that much, do it. Like make those small investments in yourself. And sometimes it takes it takes kind of exploring what it is for you to unlock that like key to confidence in a way. For me, it was like finding what clothes flatter my body style.
That's a big one.
Or
the clothes.
Yeah, finding like my niche online with my job, you know. I think confidence a lot comes from like security with yourself. So it might take some time to get there. I wish I could tell this to my younger self, you know, because I was so cripplingly like insecure in college and trying to like figure out who I was through other people. But then one day not one day, but over the years, I was like, hey, this is me. I'm a culmination of all the experiences I've had thus far.
It's so true. I mean, perfect example. I'm like so nervous. I'm like nervous today about it. On Wednesday, I'm going to work out for like the first time in a very long time. I got a trainer. I told you guys about it. And this is something I have fear about. So here's the perfect example. I have so much fear. But I know that this is just going to take me to that next step to unlock my confidence, because then on the flip side, I'm like, oh, I don't like how I feel. I don't feel fit. I feel out of shape. I'm more anxious all the time. And it's literally because I'm not like releasing those endorphins when I'm working out.
And literally, what is the worst thing that can happen? Like,
exactly.
Like, make a list here. Like, okay, so maybe you're a little out of shape. Maybe it's not your best workout you've ever done. You still got there. You still went. You still proved to yourself that you could do that.
Yeah, like, oh gosh, I'm like even nervous talking about it right now.
I get it. But you're gonna have someone to walk you through it, and like it's the best case scenario.
Yeah, and so I hope that this inspires you guys. Maybe it's not working out. Maybe it's
literally putting on a funky outfit and taking, or
talking to someone that you've been like. You have a crush on. Like,
or talking to someone that sits next to you in class.
Yeah. Like, it makes you nervous, makes your heart flutter. Trust me, I've been there. But like, it's such an impact. Like, even when I went to a dance class a couple weeks ago, I was a little nervous about it. But then you leave and you're like, I did it. And like, you just have to go back to what's the worst thing that can happen. I think I talked about it in a couple episodes ago, but writing it down and like seeing it and being like, oh, if that's the worst thing. Like, and it probably won't happen. It won't happen.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like to go into it with that expectation of whatever. That's a really good one. Yeah. I think it took me a lot of years of like figuring out like really deep down who I am, and not to say that I'm perfect by any means. I have moments all the time where I call Danielle, or like, you know,
vice versa. Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
And sorry, keep going.
No, we're worrying about dumb stuff, but it's always the stuff that we worry about. I'm sure you guys too. It's always based on the opinion. It's not our decisions or what we've done. It's the opinions of others and not actually ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, just
like
because
the fear of opinion of others. Yeah. Oh, totally.
Like by doing something that might be like out of the norm, or, you know, talking to this new person, you might be like, I used to be like that. I used to be like, everyone, I would be so weird about, you know, if people knew I was talking to someone, or like if I made a new friend that like wasn't friends with my other friends, I would be like, ooh, I don't, such dumb, immature stuff. Because I cared so much about the opinion of others.
Oh, literally. I mean, today I did a photo shoot with like my friend Kelly, and we were both so worried that people were gonna think, oh, why isn't Brooke doing that shoot with her? Like, why? We like it,
yeah,
but I was so worried. But like, we know our friendship, and like,
we're so worried. Like, you're worried about the opinions of others, but meanwhile we're so secure in our friendship. That's why the basis of all of it is security with yourself, with your friendships, with your relationships. And I know not everybody has that privilege of having like security with all of that, but you can work on your relationship with yourself and being like,
it's the only one, truly. Like, even sometimes, like, I'll find in my relationship, there's ebbs and flows in a relationship. Like, some weeks I'm like so happy in our relationship, and then other weeks I'm like, man. And I'm like, but you weren't like this last week, Danielle. And it's because I was in a different mindset. It was a personal thing. He wasn't doing anything differently. It was like me just all of a sudden wanting more, or feeling insecure and just needing like 10,000 times more validation. However, there's something to be said about speaking your truth. And like, if you need something, or if you're wanting more of something, obviously communicate. But it's so crazy how it truly all just kind of goes back to you and how you feel. And like, it's like, I literally write this down in my manifestation every morning. Like, you control your mind. Like,
I like that as like an affirmation.
Yeah, I'm having like,
wait, that's a really good one,
because your mind controls your body sometimes.
No, it does.
And so if you can just like, it's so, I mean, obviously, like, we have thoughts and we can't control our thoughts at all points, but you can bring it back really in, you know, because we both spiral.
Oh, 100%. And it could be stopped though if I stop it. Like, it always seems so much worse in the moment. I've had a lot of things like over the past few weeks that I called Danielle and I'm like, it's literally the end of the world. This is so, so bad. And within a day, I'm like, I basically forgot about it, you know, like it's not that deep of an impact on my life.
Even like with my therapist, I like talked to her in November, and I was just like going through it. And then I had my therapy appointment with her like a week or two ago, and she was like, so how did that? I was like, oh, that's old news, you know?
Yeah. You're like, what are you? You're like, huh?
She was like,
it's all good.
Oh, so see, like, it wasn't that big of a deal. But at the time, it felt like the end of the world. So
everything feels so much more important in the moment. Like one party, one event, one situation, like it feels like it's make or break. Like I've been there, like, also put it in terms of like things you weren't invited to, you know. I've been in college and I'm like, oh, I haven't been invited to that date night or whatever. It feels so in the moment. You're like, God, I suck, or like I'm a loser, whatever your self-talk is. I look back or one test you failed. God, I mean, how many tests have I failed in my life? You know what I mean? It feels like it's so permanent in the moment, and that is like, you just have to have the ability to like, once again, look past, remind yourself, like go back to yourself and your self-security in your mind, and knowing like, I am a good person, I'm a smart person, I'm a beautiful person, like I can get past this.
Yeah, it's a lot of self-talk. I think all of this comes down to self-talk and
the narrative you tell yourself. If you're sitting in the mirror every day, I mean, I'm not like the best, like I said, at talking to myself. But if you sit in the mirror every day and like tell yourself, God, I suck, or like what am I doing? I'm a loser, I'm a piece of shit. Eventually over time, like the thoughts become your reality. So
you just like did this and a feather came out. I was like, magic. No, it's so true. And people probably don't believe me, but my favorite quote to this day is still, she believed she could, so she did. He believed he could, so he did. It is so, so powerful. Like when you really put your mind to something, like when I was at that dance class and they surprised us with a workout, I was freaking the F out. And this does stem from other people's opinions, but I'm like, oh my God, everyone around me is working out. Like I need to do it.
That's like, it sucks that's how, but I'm sure everyone in that room felt that way too, though, you know? Right. You know that everyone's looking around like, damn, now I got to show them up.
Oh, no, totally. Me and Gabby talked about it after. She was like, were you freaking out? I was like, yes, I was. Thank God you were too. But sometimes you don't have that ability. So I literally, this sounds cheesy, I am a cheesy person. I was like, she believes she did. You got, like, you can literally do this. Your body is strong, like not out loud, but in your head. And it's self-talk is so important, and sometimes we just forget to do it because it feels weird to think thoughts in your head about yourself. But
this is literally reminding me of when I would go on first dates and the self-talk.
Oh my God.
Very reminiscent. I would always call friends for a hype up, but at the same time, like when you're walking there by yourself, or you're in the Uber, or you're in the train, like showing up by yourself, because that's a very vulnerable place to go in, really. Yeah, like it has to be that self-talk, because if you're like, God, I suck, I look ugly, but to go in and be like, I'm a boss no matter how it goes. I know that I showed up. I'm proud of myself for showing up. I did it. I proved it to myself. Like it's all in that.
Even just the showing up. I love that. I forgot. I do miss those little stories of you with your AirPods. Brooke brings her AirPods everywhere. I do.
I do.
AirPods on the way to a date. That's genius. Though.
Yeah, like I listen to my classic hype up playlist and I tell myself, like, because that is probably for me like the times that I've proved to myself the most, like, hey, I could do this. And I think a lot of people have. It doesn't need to be a date. It could be a friend date, whatever it is. But to experience like the true nerves of like, I'm putting myself out there in the biggest way I could, you know?
Yeah, you almost have to like,
it's like an audition, but not
Yeah.
actually, because you want to like the person too, obviously. But
whenever I feel the nerves, I try to, like you talked about auditions, I try to flip it to be like, I'm about to go on stage. Like, I'm nervous. Like, back when we did theater or like dance recitals, I try to put myself back into that stage because it's like, you're excited. Like, nervousness can sometimes feel like fear, and sometimes it is, but there is an element of excitement and like, who knows what could come of this. So I try to like, whenever I feel that weirdness in my body, I'm like, okay, no, oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm backstage right now. I'm about to go on stage.
The lights, the cameras,
and like some people may not relate to that, but like if that helps any of you, it's been helping me.
I like that a lot. We've hammered it home a lot of times, but I just like, I think about these, like we said, beautiful inside and out people that we have in our life, and I literally just want to grab them and shake them and be like, your life is too freaking short. Like it is too short, because you're gonna be blank, we're gonna be 30, then 35, then 40. Like I see the pace at which life is going right now, and to look back on all of these years, and they say that it gets better as you get older. I don't know if you've heard this. I've heard this a lot. Like,
what gets better? Like confidence?
Yeah, like I've heard that as you're like 30, 40, like, you know,
you stop caring as much. Like our parents do not.
Yeah,
care.
I don't think that they stress about this sort of thing, because they're like, I am who I am, you know, take me or leave me, and that's how we should all be. I feel like that, like the sooner you can unlock that is the sooner like you can almost get there. Because honestly, I'll say it, the most confident people are some of the most successful I've seen across the board.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
People that I follow, the ones that are the most, and confidence doesn't need to be like outspokenness and loudness. I think those often get confused, but the most confident people in whatever they're doing, I see that they glow. They have like this glow from within, and they're just like shining, and like they.
Perfect example. The Jar on TikTok.
We're obsessed with her.
We're obsessed. I'm obsessed with her content, and it's so unique. She's so confident in what she, like, even sometimes she would post some things, I'm like, oh my god, I'd be too scared to post that.
But she owns it.
But the fact that she owns it, like, people love it,
and they really connect with her, and because of that, she's created this amazing community that is so engaged and positive and like so all about her because of her confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect example.
Yeah.
Or like I was just listening to Emma Chamberlain, and like she is so she has such a specific style, and she just stayed so confident in it. Like that's why she became so successful, you know? She wasn't trying to be like other people. Yeah. I don't know.
I find that no matter what industry or whatever, like the most confident, secure people, like they are just like thriving, because it's just one less thing to almost like have to worry about. Like it's a battle that so many people have to face. And I do recommend, we obviously always recommend therapy if it's something that's like really, you know, you're really struggling with and trying to get through. I know it helped me a lot when I was like kind of trying to find myself like a year or two ago, and I felt really, really lost. I had just moved to New York. It was COVID. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Therapy.
Yeah. Or like, cause I was gonna say therapy, or like having someone to like bounce off your thoughts. We've talked about this before.
An accountability partner of sorts.
Yeah. And also just like kind of what we were talking about before, like what's the worst that can happen. Sometimes when I'm really nervous about something, but then I tell someone out loud about it, I'm like, that's not that bad. I sound so silly. But like, don't be hard on yourself. Just be like, oh, that was silly of me. Okay, we'll let that go now. Like that was a thought. It's gone. I'm glad I talked about it to someone, you know?
Yeah. Just treating things as like passing thoughts basically, is instead of like holding on to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And reminding yourself that things are thoughts. I mean, this is like really, really deep stuff now.
Yeah. Oh, there was something that was just on the tip of my tongue.
Confident people.
There's something about dating.
Oh, first dates.
I don't know. This is so sad. It was so good. You guys gonna love it. Yeah. But
I also think it's a good thing if you're trying to work on like building your confidence, like the whole like do one thing a week that scares you. That's always like a really, really good thing. And it's so amazing, because some of our friends that are, once again, the most insecure ones are some of the most quote insecure ones, because they have opened up to us and like, you know, kind of told us that, are some of the ones that have done some of the most scary things and have really put themselves out there the most. Yeah. So if you can keep up a pattern of that, maybe it will improve. I mean, I know that's helped me, at least. Like I said, I used to be like, have a lot of dating anxieties and all that. And I was like, the only way out is through. It's true. By sitting on my couch, I wasn't going to find a boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't going to be the answer. You know, I can't, my thing is I could never, I tell this to all my friends when it comes to dating, because they're like, oh my gosh, you have a boyfriend now. Like, damn, you're so lucky, blah, blah. I'm like, I wasn't going to sit there and complain to all my friends and family about being single and do nothing about it. You know? Like that's not a fair mentality to have. It's the same thing with literally anything in life. Like I'm not going to sit around, and I do it. I'll sit around and be like, why am I gaining weight? It's like, because all I've eaten is wings and fast food for the past week, like month, year, whatever it is. So I think you can't like.
No, that's always a policy I go by. I catch myself like, or if it's like, like even stuff with gals on the go, like, oh, I don't like that. Okay, well, what's your solution? You know, like they're
we'll get served things. We'll be like, you know, when we're working in our team projects and stuff, like video cuts or like, you know, concept ideas, merch, whatever, and we'll be like, oh, I don't like that. It's like, okay, then we have to provide another option.
Yeah, that's just like how it goes.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good mentality to have, especially with dating. I remember what I was gonna say. I don't really know why I wanted to tell the story, but the last few times I've been on the airplane, I decided, because like you have to be in the mood, and sometimes you just want to sit on the plane and listen to your music and whatever. Yeah. But I don't know, the last few times I was just like, I'm sitting next to a stranger for a couple of hours, might as well get to know them, and this might help you with confidence. So I sat down on the plane, and I sat down next to this guy, and I wasn't being flirty. I was just like, you going home or going on a trip? Because I always hear my mom say that. And we literally talked the whole time, and he gave me so many tips. I just applied for a new credit card that he has. I just learned so much, and it's so crazy. Like, I mean, and for other people, that could be a great way to flirt too. Like, I mean, the plane is like an ideal situation, I feel like, to meet somebody, but it's so crazy that if you just sit down and like bring up something, or maybe if it is the weather, F it. Like, you just have to break that awkward barrier, because I really think he would not have said anything that whole flight. But then we literally talked the whole time. We both had
you have so
AirPods,
much in common, and
so much in common. I told Brooke, I was just like, I have a new guy friend in the city. I'm so happy. Like, we both had our AirPods in our hands the whole time and just never put them in. We talked the whole time, drank for the first time on the plane. It was really fun.
Tipsy gal.
And
she called me after. She's like, I just drank on the plane. We're like trying to like do business stuff. I was like, just enjoy your Saturday, gal. Don't worry about it. Or not Saturday. It was like
Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was coming back to the city, and I was like, yeah, have a glass of champagne. It does hit you differently in the altitude, because I called Brooke, and I was like,
well, I think champagne also just hits faster too.
It does. So, but I don't know, maybe that's a little tip, or like what Brooke and I have talked about before on the podcast you listen to, like, you seem fun. I don't know.
Yeah, that's always a good, I mean, that's tough on an airplane, but like in a bar.
Not on an airplane, but I mean in a,
you're like, sitting next to this guy, you seem fun.
Imagine. And dude, I should do that next time, just for the fun of it. No, yeah,
that's almost like how fun of a challenge is that? Like, to be with your girlfriends at the bar and be like, I'm gonna go up to that guy and like say something,
like,
even
you
if
never
like
know.
You literally never know, or like, you know, talk to him and his friends. Like Audrey Peters always says this. I always reference her. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They're not gonna like spit in your face and tell you to F off. Like,
it's
you know
so
what I mean?
True.
Like they're gonna be like, okay, cool. Like, I talked to this like random cute girl. Cool. Like,
yeah,
you know,
like,
or a guy or whoever it is. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Kappa. That's your kappa. I love it. No, it's so true. I think we all just need, like,
we need a boost. Okay, now we're gonna give the hard self-talk that you need.
I just want to tickle everybody and be like, loosen up a little bit. Let's just have some fun. Let's all live our best life.
Let's stop taking ourselves so seriously. Number one, let's stop thinking that people. It's so selfish to think that people care so much about you. I realize this too, because I'll be in my own self-absorbed world and be like, oh my god, like I'm posting this and they're talking about me behind my back. Like, they literally don't care. No one cares. You know,
like, no one even noticed that actually.
Yeah.
No one noticed that your bra strap was showing. No one noticed that
you have a flyaway, or that you have a pimple, or that you are wearing an unflattering outfit.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm trying to think of things that aren't looks based, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, like,
or said something like
oh, tried to make a joke but it didn't land.
Yes.
Like stuff like that. Like, no one really noticed.
But meanwhile,
you're like,
you've thought about it. Yeah, like, you've been like, oh, that was awkward. Or you bring something up that like,
oh my god, I can't remember what it was. I remember one time I was like, Brooke, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. I don't remember what it was. And you're like, no one noticed. It was fine. I don't know. That happens all the time with our friendship.
No, we've definitely had that all the time when we'll bring up something uncomfortable or sensitive, and you're like, ooh, shoot,
crowd,
maybe I shouldn't have gone
there.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. Even like, I was at the Comedy Cellar this weekend, my second home, and the comedian, she made a joke, and she's like, okay, this crowd is not for that.
Yeah. But that just goes, I mean, they repeatedly just put themselves out there.
Yeah, and we all laughed about it. But it's funny because I didn't think anything of it. She made the joke. Not everyone laughed super hard, but she was like, ouch. But we were all like still having a good time. You know what I mean? It's comedy. It's a dinner and a show. It's a comedy.
I think that's important to realize.
Overall. Boost. I didn't mean to punch you. That was a knuckle bump.
Overall, you just have to do it. You have to live your best life. I mean, everybody struggles too. Like we've said, good days and bad days for sure. But it's just like, it makes me so sad to think that there are people who are out there that are these talented, beautiful people that are literally holding themselves back. Like, because I'm telling you, the past few years of my life that I've like started implementing these practices more, and even like in high school when I didn't care as much and I was so confident, whatever, like those are when I look back on like some of the happiest times, it's in those pockets of time that I was the most confident, you know?
Yeah. It's so true, but you weren't thinking about it because it was
it was just a background thought.
Yeah, so eventually you'll get into a rhythm of it's just like happening, it's flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a role model. Pick like a like what would you do if you were Beyonce? Like what's that thing like yeah, right? Like what would Beyonce do? Like people do like those sort of things. Like literally channel like someone that's not you and be like have your like ultra confident ego if you need to. Like do it.
And I think something it's important to note, and you kind of mentioned it, you don't have to like wake up tomorrow and be like this most confident person ever, even if it's just like a little confidence.
Yeah.
Like, because it's probably not going to happen, especially if you're having some low days. It's not going to be like tomorrow, because I try to be careful with what I say. Like, it's not like tomorrow you're going to make a latte and like put lip gloss on and like all is well. No, those are just little things to help you get there. But even if it's just going for a walk or just doing that one little thing, like that is a boost of your confidence. Like, you should be so proud of yourself.
Totally. Well, I think that was a really fun episode, all about confidence.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The gas up. Hopefully you guys like a little tough love here and there.
Yeah. I really hope so, because like Rick said, it's just been breaking our heart, like people we've been talking to lately.
It's been a lot of in-person stuff, like people that are just like dealing with it.
I love you, though.
Like, I know. I think it's a common thing in their 20s, too. Like kind of like struggling to find your purpose, your whatever, and everyone else is going through it too. But even if you could have those little wins, you know, like I talked to a stranger on the subway, like it happened, you know, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to I challenge you to do it too. It's fun. Okay. Or like in the elevator, like talk.
Yeah.
And
like in the elevator here, we could easily talk. Like, but instead you get, or even in my building, I have like days where I do talk to people and I have days where I don't. I'm trying to have more days where I do. Yeah. Yeah. Because the times that I have talked to them, like I leave, I'm like, damn, I'm a great. Like,
yeah. Like I just talked to a stranger.
Yeah. Like what a nice girl. And I need to do that more.
Yeah. Same. Challenge all of you. Maybe that'll be like your confidence homework for the week.
Okay. We'll try to remember to report back.
Yes. We love you guys. That's why we did this episode.
Yeah, that's why we love you. So follow at Gals on the Go podcast if you don't already on Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, you know what to do. Big thumbs up. Subscribe. And subscribe to both of our personal channels where we do 2 vlogs a week. And Instagrams at Danielle Caroline at Brooke Michio. If you want to see more BTS content. But
get tickets to our virtual live show.
Yeah, we should have mentioned that.
I know. It's just so exciting. So many tickets have already sold. We're so happy. It's on Thursday, February 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link down below in the show notes for where to buy them. Yeah. But it's going to be really fun.
People are asking, like, what is this show? Think live podcast plus interactiveness too.
Yeah, it's not just going to be like another episode. Obviously, we wanted to make it something where it's worth your money. Like, we've never really done anything where people pay for.
No, definitely not. And it's not required. Like, you know, I think people are like, oh my God, like live show.
No.
Like, if you want to keep listening to the free podcast, you can, or you could join us live and it'll be a fun time.
Yeah. Full transparency. We want to see how this goes and see if we could do some live shows.
Yeah.
Like in person. So,
we're on this journey with you.
Yeah. we just want to meet you guys. So I don't know if there's any meet and greet tickets left. There's one-on-one 1-minute meet and greets on there for a little extra, and that is included with the price of like your ticket to see the live show. But yeah, we've got really fun things planned for that, stuff that you wouldn't see on the podcast. So, and my mom was like, I bought a ticket. I was like, oh shit.
My mom said the same thing.
I was like, I was gonna say, don't worry guys, we'll figure it out.
We're still gonna share the juicy
I was like, Mom, just like listen with the volume low.
As a background watch.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, so we love you guys so much. Stay tuned for some fun, even more exciting announcements soon.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.